Maggie, next question. Who do you have for us?
We have Anita Roberts from Austin, Texas. She's the managing director of Silicon Hill Capital. Anita?
Good morning, and thank you. Women's rights are under attack in the U.S. As a U.S. Army veteran who fought for the rights of women in Afghanistan, what can we do here, back home, to protect the rights of women and the rights to our bodies?
Well, thanks for asking that, and thanks for your service in the military. And you're right in the epicenter of an effort to turn the clock back on women.
Absolutely.
I don't know what more Texas can make up or do to try to diminish who people are. You know, obviously the full-on assault against reproductive choice, the refusal to extend Medicaid to the, you know, literally hundreds of thousands of poor women in Texas who have the highest maternal mortality rate in the country and one of the highest for any advanced economy in the world, because the Texas government wants to talk about eliminating abortion, but not about really saving babies and their mothers. So I have a lot of strong feelings about this, and I know you do too. And look, these are political decisions meant to, you know, feed a political base that has a lot of misogyny in it. And you have to organize politically. You have to support candidates who will stand up for women's rights, who will stand up for women's health in every way. And you have to be really willing to be outspoken to try to convince other people to understand what you see. I mean, you served in Afghanistan, and we saw what happened when the Taliban were rooted out the first time, where girls could go to school, women could go to university. I know many of these women. I know what they achieved with their professions and careers in every walk of life. And then when the Taliban came back, thousands of them were forced to flee, and many others are in hiding and don't know what's going to happen to them next. There's something about authoritarian regimes, because also Putin is a very well-known misogynist, that tries to go after women. It's a cheap but unfortunately a very common tactic that you know, men in power often fall back on. I mean, here, this last thing I'll say, but it drives me nutty, and if I lived in Texas, I'd be really going crazy. Here you have a governor who didn't even properly supervise the electric grid. People died because the power was out. We now know that the prices were kept high and people were gouged despite the fact that the power didn't work, in order to take care of his political donors. Now, if that's not enough of an argument to throw the guy out of office, I don't know what is. So you got to get involved in the debates. You've got to speak up and, you know, bring whatever you can to trying to get back to sensible, you know, rational decision making in that big old beautiful state of yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, amen. Thank you. We have